Hi, it's Paul McLoughlin, General Manager for Concerto. We're here today at Premcar, where I'd like to introduce you to Bernard Quinn, who is one of the customers of our software application. Bernard, would you like to talk a little bit about Premcar and what you
Yeah,
do?
sure. So at Premcar, we are an engineering organisation. We do a lot of product development for automotive manufacturers, automotive OEMs. We've also got a manufacturing capability as well. So the way we describe our full suite of capabilities is one-stop shop. So we can deliver full programs to customers like Nissan, for example, one of our current customers, where we do everything from vehicle concept development right through to delivery of fully manufactured vehicles based on the Nissan Navara, the Nissan N-Track Warrior.
So obviously you've adapted your systems to embed them inside Concerto. What really interested you in the team about using Concerto as one of your service offerings?
Yeah, so I just I talked about one-stop shop before, which is kind of an all-encompassing development process and manufacturing process for the vehicles. It's very complex. You're overlaying product design, product verification, manufacturing setup, manufacturing of vehicles, and then after-sales support. There's many layers to that one-stop shop and the delivery of those programs. Linking all of those things together and making sure that you approach it from a gateway, the product development from a gateway standpoint, means that you have a lot of record keeping, task tracking, linking between different departments of the business, which is it's if you're using manual systems, it becomes very complex. So Concerto gave us a platform by which we could use an electronic software program to link all those things together, and it makes sure that we don't miss anything, basically, fundamentally.
And how did your guys find the sort of configuration and functionality of Concerto to be able to build their first models and embed your processes into the Concerto systems?
Well, the stuff we do is quite unique and very complex. What we found was the Concerto software platform actually was flexible in that it could manage that very complex interlinked process and processes with a level of kind of modularity that was very appealing to us and made it easy, relatively easy for us to use and develop.
And what about the stability and support that Concerto offered through the process? So rather than just handing you a license, did you find that you had enough support from the Concerto team to give you that stability for your guys to be able to move forward?
Yeah, well, look, what we found, because we're all very busy day to day in our job, right? We're delivering stuff at the same time as developing stuff. What we found was the Concerto team actually pushed us, which was something we really welcomed, to be honest, because when you're sort of starting off with something new, it's easy just to let that go when you're concentrating on the day-to-day general management of the business. And we found the Concerto team not only took the time to understand exactly what we wanted, but then they also took the time to push us along to make sure we got it into action quickly. So that was much appreciated.
Okay. And from a sort of a return on investment perspective, because I know there was a lot of time spent from your team trying to interlink multiple Excel spreadsheets and project tracking documents. Do you feel that by embedding Concerto and allowing your information to be pushed into Concerto, you're actually seeing a return on investment for the amount of hours that you're actually releasing for your team?
Oh, 100. Look, there's two elements to that. One is, if we didn't do it, what's going to go wrong and could be a major cost on the business? You know, if we don't fit a part to a car that's supposed to be fitted, you have some very ugly situations with, field issues, in the customer's hands. That's something you simply can't let out the door. The second thing is, you alluded to it yourself, keeping all of those manual tracking systems is very time consuming, very complex, and in the end, quite stressful if you're gonna make sure that you don't let anything out or any faults out the door. So Concerto really, in the end, despite the effort we had to put in at the start, which again wasn't nothing insurmountable, was definitely worth it for the time saved down the track.
That's great. I know at the moment there's quite a lot of tenders around at the moment from OEMs and that sort of stuff. And I know when we first spoke about Concerto, it was looking at what can really offer you as Premcar a differentiator in the marketplace.
Yeah.
Do you think Concerto has been able to help you offer that differentiator as part of going out for new work, bidding for new work, and showing the OEM something different?
Yeah, well, you're right in that we are getting a lot of RFQs from different OEMs. They've seen what we've done on the Nissan product, and that's an attractive business proposition for them. It's not only is it an attractive element to our business development pitch, it's actually being demanded by the OEMs now, in that they're saying we need work done on our vehicles that are going to end up in the customer's hands that's at the OEM level. Now, OEMs have very, massive systems to control all their record keeping and all their gateways and all the transfer of information for a program. We needed something with the same functionality, to be honest. And that's where we've come to you guys to give us that functionality.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that we found when we were adapting the Premcar processes, it was right from initial sort of RFI, so where we're investigating what the product may look like, what the engineering costs will be, but being able to track that all the way through in one database, all the way through to your operations, so to manufacturing, your quality control. Have you found that having that one system end to end that interlinks from when you first go from a tender perspective to when you actually ship a car to the customer, having that portfolio and level playing field for integrating data has been helpful?
Well, obviously yes, because fundamentally we pitch ourselves, the business, as a one-stop shop. In order to deliver that on that concept of one-stop shop, we need something that links all those data sources together, all of those tracking mechanisms together, all of that transfer of information. We need that mechanism and that platform to do it, and that's what we came to you guys for.
Okay, that's fantastic. Thanks for your time today.
No worries.
It's been really informative, and I wish you the best of luck for the future.
Well, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Cheers.